Hey, what's up guys? Well, I'm really excited to have a sponsor for the art show. Jerry's Artorama is going to sponsor the art show now for the next few months, and that will give me some real consistency for posting art videos because it's been a while. So today we're going to have a real simple painting. If you've never painted with me before, you can find the images on my website, print the images out. One image you'll paint from, the other image will be a drawing. You can cut it out, stick it to the substrate, and you're ready to go. I'm painting on a braced panel from Jerry's, and if you want, you could paint on a braced panel like this, or you could also paint on a piece of plywood or a piece of cardboard, but this is a nice product, and I'll have a link to this in the description along with all the other products that I use in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. Here's the picture we're painting from, and you can see the colors are 1, 2, and 3 is the sail. There'll be variations and we'll fool around with it, but that's just kind of a breakdown. Here's our little drawing, and here's our palette. I'm using acrylic paint for this, and it's a little new for me, but I think it's good to work with acrylic paint because it dries quicker, and if you've never painted before, it might be easier for you to deal with. So we start with black, red ochre, ash violet. That's a new color for me, but Jerry sent it to me, so I wanted to try it out. Alexander blue, yellow, and white. We'll go ahead and get started with number 1. That's the water here, and that has a real gray feel. And we'll just go and mix something up and paint it in. For that water, I'm going to grab just a little black, some white, and now I'll grab some of the blue. And maybe I'll try a little of this violet. If we hold this on the block of color, you can see it's really not even close. So I'm going to throw a little more black in this and a little more white. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'll just pull that right in there. Sometimes it's nice to see just flat color. If we look at the image, you can just feel the light in here. So I'm going to grab solid white and just pull it right into the color that I laid down. Well, I made a mistake. I put the white in there and I wasn't recording. So let me just throw a little more light in there just for the sake of the video. And I had mentioned that this is a paint by numbers, but we're just going to take liberties with it and have fun with it. The paint by numbers, the numbers are to give you a kind of an idea. So now I'm using some of that violet color because I have it, and I just wanted to throw it into this horizon line because it looked like it was kind of in the picture too. We'll move on to 2 since the sailboat really is just a variation of white. And we'll get started with that with some of the blue. Now we're working on that sky color, and I'm going to grab some of that Alexander blue, maybe pull some more black. This is the only acrylic paint that I have, so I probably would add a darker blue, maybe a cobalt blue if I had it, or maybe a cerulean blue. I'm still using just a dirty brush, and I'll load the paint up. I might use a little water because I feel like I'm running out of paint. I know this is a really simple painting, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. I like real simple things. And just that little boat there gives it a lot of space. And I think a little painting like this, if you put it in a kitchen or a bathroom or something, it just looks good on the wall. So I'm not really trying to make a masterpiece here. I'm just trying to make a painting I like. When we look at the image, we can feel a kind of a harder line on that horizon. So maybe I'll I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to mix up something and try to fix that. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a little black to that blue that I made. and make this a little bit harder down here, a little darker. I might add just a little yellow. I don't know why, I just want to see what happens. I think that was a good thing to do. I like the yellow in there a little bit, maybe even a little red. Okay, now I'm going to pull that on that horizon line. I'm using a little of this violet to try to get a harder edge on the horizon. I'm using my finger as a guide. I often do that when I'm in the wood shop, helping it stay straight. And I just mixed up a lighter blue with a little black and white in it, and I'm just going to throw that in the sky and see how that works. And now I'll use a wet brush and just try to blend that a little bit. For the boat color, I'm using white, and I've knocked the color down a little bit by pulling some of the gray blue. I think that looks pretty good. There's a few darker images in the boat. I'm just going to pull that in. So after looking at this, I do want to lighten the water on the painting. So I'll go back up here. I've already mixed a little white and black to make kind of a light gray with a tad of blue in it. And we'll just pull that in there and see what happens. I don't know if I want to use my knife for that, but I just thought I'd try it. It's too light too, but that's all right. I'm taking a paintbrush with nothing on it. Let's just see if I can remove some of the... And I might throw just some dark spots that represent chop. See how that goes. I'm going to use a little more of that violet and see if that does anything good. It does something. I don't know if it's good yet though. And I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so definitely not quite a paint by numbers. There's a lot of fooling around after the fact, but the numbers are there to give you a general idea. And then really the idea is to play around and get more comfortable mixing color and painting. And that's why I wanted to do something so simple like this, because if, let's say you really just went off the deep end and didn't like it at all, you could always just sand this down a little bit and glue another piece of paper there and try again. I'm going to bring this downstairs into the wood shop now and put a simple strip frame on it and see how it looks. And I'm also going to give this away on my Instagram. So I'll have a description, or I'll have information in the description on how to get to my Instagram and enter to win this little painting if you like it. Okay, let's go frame it up. If you'd like to take a chance at winning this painting, visit the Instagram post. There'll be a link in the description.